Hello there guys and welcome! Welcome to the third episode, I think. It's basically a segment where I try out new recipes. Last episode it didn't have a name yet, but now we had a suggestion from Shelviz and I quite liked it. You've already probably read it in the title. So it's Meals Lab, or maybe Leo Lab, because double L. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Today I'm going to try to make my arm is tired. I'm sorry, but my arm is so tired from holding up the camera. Attempt number 2. So today I'm going to try to make these super fluffy Japanese pancakes. They look so fluffy and so delicious, and I'm really curious how they taste. How to talk. Alright, let's go into the kitchen. Whoa. Whoa. Here we are in the kitchen. So if you have seen the latest 2 episodes, you already know that this is not going to be a typical Student Meals episode. I can't talk today, apparently. I'm just going to show you the ingredients. Sorry if this is a bit chaotic, but I kind of like it this way. I'm going to be using some sugar, eggs, vanilla sugar, this is flour, yes, flour, and some milk. And that's it. So let's get started. Alright, get on the tripod, you guys. Here we have a beautiful view of the kitchen. Not good enough. Right. This isn't optimal. I really need to figure out a setup for this. But it's also kind of fun to do it this way. Wait, let me try something else. Camera up. Zoom out to the max. Sure, good enough. So, step 1. Let's take a bowl. This looks so stupid. Let me move you a bit further. I was going to show you a handy trick. When I'm cooking, I always make sure to have a bowl for all the discarded bits. That way it's a bit cleaner when you're cooking and you don't have to go to the trash can every time you have to discard something. So that's a tip for you. Leo tips. So anyway, back to the recipe. I'm going to separate the yolk from the whites. I did not take another bowl for the egg yolks. And alright, that's a bit better. Egg yolk, and that's 2. I've separated the egg whites from the egg yolks. Now I'm going to set the egg whites aside. To the egg yolks I'm going to add the milk and drip all over the floor. Let's take a whisk and whisk it up. Flour. I must say I'm really curious about these pancakes because they look so delicious. I hope this works though. No! Damn it! I'm so clumsy today! Look at this. Why? Why would you do this to me, Whisk? You betrayed me. Sorry guys. The making of these pancakes is going to take me a bit longer than expected. 5 hours later. Alright. Luckily I've mixed the batter just enough that I don't have to use the whisk again, so I don't have to wash it off. So that's a plus. Let's set this aside. Here comes the secret of the fluffy pancakes. What? A mixer. Why a mixer, you ask? Is because we're going to make meringue mixture. If I can get this mixer out of the box. Doing things with one hand is not practical. Okay, if you have never made meringues, it's basically egg whites with sugar. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm just going to add the vanilla sugar to the sugar, add the egg whites into a larger bowl. Let's start mixing. I don't know if you can see that because everything is white. It's nice and fluffy. And now, what pretty much every recipe said on the internet is to take the meringue mixture and gently fold it through the egg yolks. And it looks something like this. Look at the batter, it's so fluffy. Alright, now comes the fun part. I'm going to try to make them in 2 different ways. One way is going to be in the pan. I'm just going to spoon in some mixture and that's it. And the second way is with a serving ring. I'm just going to fill it up and cover it up with a lid. But because I don't have a lid that fits this pan, I'm going to use some aluminum foil. Let's preheat the pan. The recipe calls for a really low fire, so we're going to give it that. Let's add a little bit of butter. And now the waiting game begins. By the way, if you want to see the videos where I gathered inspiration from, you can check them out in the description below. The first pancake. Serving ring in place. I think I'm just going to fill it up halfway. My aluminum MacGyver lid is on. Now let's play the waiting game. Want to see the pancake too? Ooh, what's this? No. It's already starting to smell like pancakes. Ooh, just a little bit longer. And flip. Oh, yes. Such a satisfying flip. So jiggly. This is where everything will go wrong probably. Kids, don't try this at home. Oh, Jesus. Nope, not yet. Look at it. Oh, so pancakey. I don't know about this one though. Just going to wait. I think this one's done. Oh, look at it. So fluffy. Serving pank. Oh, this one's burning. MacGyver lid. In the meanwhile, I can try this. I don't think I succeeded that well in creating the fluffy pancake. It was fluffy before. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is one fluffy pancake. It doesn't really look like those fluffy pancakes on the photos, but let's try it. That is a different taste. Oh my god, it's so good. Mmm. These are yummy! What the hell? I really did not expect such a different texture. It is still a pancake. It tastes like a pancake because it has all of the same ingredients as a pancake, but man, it's so fluffy. The texture is not dense at all. I don't know if you can see that well, but texture inside is just so totally different than a regular pancake. And while I'm tasting this, I forgot about this pancake. I hope it didn't burn. So here it is, the other version. I know my mistake was not greasing in the form. It could have been much fluffier, I'm sure of it, but this is a bit too much of a hassle for me. You have to be fumbling around with a pair of tongs because the form is way too hot and it's not much fluffier than the other one. The verdict is I'm just going to bake more the old-fashioned way. Be honest, if you want fluffy pancakes, what are you going to do? Just make the batter and bake as much and as quickly as possible? Or are you going to grease-proof the serving rings and fumble around with a couple of tongs or mittens or anything just to have that fluffy cake thing? I don't think so. If you haven't tried these pancakes yet, I definitely urge you to try them because there is really a difference between a simple plain old pancake and these pancakes. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Meals Lab or Leo Lab. Again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's a bit hectic, but I like it that way. If you don't, make sure to comment it because I'm just going to be doing what I'm doing and not know what I'm doing wrong. So, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next episode. Forehead.